Welcome back guys. In this video I'll be showing you how to use Luma Unreal Engine mod to replace the in-game TAA anti-aliasing in Unreal Engine 4 games with DLAA 4. Right now only DLAA is supported. DLSS upscaler does not work and the games need to be running in DirectX 11 mode, not in DirectX 12 mode. Support for DLSS upscaler and DX12 API may be added to the mod in the future. Some Unreal Engine 5 games are also compatible with Luma Unreal Engine mod, but most of these games already come with DLSS upscaler support. For some games, you will be required to tweak a few Unreal Engine settings related to anti-aliasing and post-processing via engine.ini file in order to get the mod working. Good thing is, the developers have shared a list of games that are compatible with this mod, also highlighted the additional steps required in order to get the mod working. In this video, I'll be showing you how to install the mod in 3 Unreal Engine 4 games, Stray, Life is Strange 2 and Darksiders 3. We'll be testing these games on my Windows PC that has a Ryzen 50 700X 3D processor and an RTX 2070 Super GPU. The guide will work on any PC with an RTX GPU. The mod even supports FSR 3 anti-aliasing. FSR can be used on any GPU. First, I'll show you from where to download the mod. Luma framework GitHub page. I'll give its link in the description. Click on the releases section here. This is the latest release at the time of recording this video, build 207. Now the latest build of this mod did not work properly with Life is Strange Part 2, produced some graphical artifacts, but everything worked just fine with build 189. So I'll be downloading 2 builds of Luma mod. First, build 207. Expand the assets section, scroll down until you find show all 62 assets. Click on it. Now you just need to download Luma Unreal Engine.zip file. Click on it, download will start. Installation instructions have been provided here. Just need to extract the contents of the mod to the game's install directory right next to the game's main exe file. You need to install Reshade with add-on support. But with the latest build of Luma mod, this step is not required as it already includes Reshade. Build 189 does not include Reshade, so if you are using that build, then you will be required to install Reshade. Just need to press the home keyboard key to open Reshade and Luma mod menu. I'll also download build 189. There it is, uploaded 5 days ago. Expand the assets section, same process. Look for Luma Unreal Engine.zip file. Just click on it, download will start. This is Luma Framework's wiki page. Under Unreal Engine section, games that are compatible with this mod are mentioned. Additional steps required to get the mod working are also highlighted. See, for example, I'll be running Stray first. There it is. No additional steps are required. Game engine is mentioned here. TAA anti-aliasing is enabled by default in this game and this setting is not exposed in the in-game settings. We don't need to change anything in order to get the mod working in Stray. Just install it, ready to go. If you are looking for support regarding this mod, you can ask for help in HDR10 Discord server. Just expand HDR mods Luma Reno DX section. Click on HDR mod releases. Click on Luma Unreal Engine. Here you can ask for help. I'll be verifying DLSS details using DLSS debug overlay. We'll activate the overlay by executing this registry code provided by Emos. Copy the lines from here. Create a new text file anywhere on your PC. Name it anything you want. I'll just name it as overlay. Change the extension from .txt to .reg and hit enter. Click on yes. Select the file, right click, open with notepad. Paste the lines here. Click on file, click on save, close. Select the file, right click, open. Yes. Okay. First I'll run Stray without the mod. Highlight the image quality with TAA. Some shimmering is produced around a kitty cat's fur. Yeah, the game is running in DirectX 11 mode, which is required for using this mod. Some Unreal Engine 4 games support both DirectX 11 and 12 modes. Out of the box, they use DirectX 12 mode, for example, Final Fantasy 7 Remake. In order to switch to DX11 mode, you just need to add a launch argument to the game via Steam -DX11. This way you'll be able to use this mod. Graphics, I've set the display mode to borderless, full HD resolution scale 100%. No FPS cap applied, VSync off. I've enabled it via NVIDIA control panel. Here you need to make sure that post-processing effects like motion blur Depth of field are disabled. Motion blur set to nil. Sharpness level high. Everything set to high. We don't have access to TAA anti-aliasing setting. It is enabled by default. It is required for using this mod. Yeah, there's a character. Just observe a cat's neck. You'll notice some shimmering going on around the fur. See? Moving the camera. DLAA will fix this shimmering effect. I've noticed this shimmering effect even in Enjoy around the cat that shows up in the game's menu. Okay, here FPS is very variable, 180 to 200. Hitting the GPU bottleneck, VRAM usage is around 2.8 GB. I'm expecting a slight drop in performance after switching to DLAA. We'll see. I'll be installing Luma mods build 207 in Stray. Just open its archive file. Select all of the files and folders present inside this archive file. Your Reshade is included. Right click, copy. Just need to paste the files in the game's installed directory. Select the game in your Steam library, right click, manage, click on browse local files. Open HK project folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder. Paste everything here, right next to the game's main exe file. And we are done. The process is that simple. Launch the game. The mod may not work properly in some games with Afterburner or RTSS running in the background, so simply close these applications. I didn't encounter any problem in this game. When you launch the game with the mod install, you'll see Reshade's prompt at the top of the display. Just press the home keyboard key to open Reshade and Luma mod menu. Need to expand Luma mod's menu from its corner. I'll hide Reshade's FPS counter. Just click on settings here, scroll down until you find your FPS setting, uncheck it. Home, click on skip tutorial. Now just click on super resolution here. These are the options that are available: DLSS CNN model, DLSS transformer model, FSR3. I select transformer model. Only DLAA works at the moment. Advanced setting, don't need to change anything from here. Close the menu, press the home keyboard key. Load the exact same sequence. Yeah, check out the image quality now. It's looking much sharper than before. And that shimmering effect around Kitty's fur is almost gone. See? DLSS debug overlay can be seen in the bottom left corner. This means DLAA is working. Base resolution Full HD upscale to Full HD resolution. Version of the upscaler 310.3.0. Render preset used is K. Yeah, this is the transformer model of DLSS. DLSS auto explore setting is also on. This setting helps in reducing ghosting around the objects in the environment. Also fixes texture shimmering effect produced by shiny objects. FPS dropped to around 150. Big drop in performance after switching from TAA to DLAA4. VRAM usage is close to 3.1 GB. I'll use another anti-aliasing mode, FSR3. Back to the game. Oh my god, just check out the cat's fur. It's looking so pixelated. Observing some noise around the cat's body, entire body, character model, so bad. FPS is close to 160, 170. Performance improved at the cost of image quality. Better to use DLSS transformer model. Okay, now I'll test the next game. Darksiders 3. First I'll run the game without the mod installed. In-game settings, display mode set to full screen, Full HD resolution, VSync is off. I have set anti-aliasing setting to high. DLAA did not work with any other preset of anti-aliasing, low, medium or epic. I needed to set it to high in order to get DLAA working. Rest of the settings set to epic except for post-processing setting, just set it to low. Jump into the game. We are in. FPS in this game is capped at 62. Here VRAM usage is around 3.9 GB. Okay, I'm observing some texture shimmering going on in the background around the building's windows. Moving towards the building. This is the window that I was talking about. Moving away from the window, there's the shimmering effect. Nothing extreme. Decent image quality. Not observing any ghosting around a character model. Yeah, again I can see some shimmering going on around this bus, top of the bus, see. Okay, now I'll install the mod. We'll use the mods build 207, open its archive file, select all of the files and folders present inside this archive file, copy, just need to paste them in the games installed directory, open it, open Darksiders 3 folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder, paste everything here. If you want to update DLSS upscaler, just replace the mods nvn jx_dlss.dll file with the latest version of DLSS upscaler, launch the game. If the mod is working, you will see Reshade prompt at the top of the display. You will also see DLSS debug overlay in the bottom left corner. Press the home keyboard key to open Reshade and Luma mods menu. Expand Luma mod menu. Click on the drop down bar next to super resolution. I'll use DLSS transformer model, select it. Click on skip tutorial here. Click on settings, scroll down to the end and disable Reshade's FPS counter. Load the exact same sequence and oh my god, check out the image quality now. It's looking so sharp, so clean. The grass, no shimmering is produced around the building's windows in the far off background. Very good results produced in this game. Darksiders 3. VRAM usage is around 4.1 GB. FPS it's capped at 62, so no difference in performance observed. You can uncap the FPS by the game's configuration file, it's up to you. Just make sure anti-aliasing is set to high. I'll just change it to something else. This will disable DLAA, anti-aliasing set to epic. As you can see, DLSS debug overlay is gone and check out the image quality. Sharpness level decreased. DLAA is not working. Can observe some shimmering going on in the background around the building's windows. Make sure you don't do this mistake. Now I'll test the next game. I'll just run Life is Strange Part 2 without the mod first. In-game settings, Full HD resolution, borderless display mode, no FPS cap applied, VSync disabled, enable VSync from NVIDIA control panel. Yeah, make sure post-processing quality is set to low, otherwise the image quality will look blurry during fast visual motion even with DLAA 4. Rest of the settings set to very high, 3D rendering quality 100%. We are in. Just observe the window in the background. Its fine textures are producing a very ugly shimmering effect. Even when I am not moving, during motion this shimmering effect becomes very aggressive. Here we are getting an FPS within a range of 190 to 200. VRAM usage is around 3.8 GB. Now I'll install the mod. We'll use Luma mods build 189. Open its archive file, select all of the files and folders present inside this archive file. Your Reshade mod is not included, need to install it separately. Open the game's installed directory, select the game in your Steam library, right click, manage, click on browse local files, open LIS2 folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder, paste everything here. I'll simply obtain Reshade's txti.dll file from the latest build of Luma mod. Just open Luma mod build 207's archive file, copy this txti.dll file, open the game's installed directory, LIS2 folder, binaries folder, Win64 folder, paste the file here right next to the game's main exe file, launch the game. We are in. If the mod is working properly, you will see Reshade's prompt at the top of the display and DLSS debug overlay in the bottom left corner. Press the end keyboard key to open Reshade and Luma mods menu. Click on the drop down bar next to super resolution. I'll select DLSS transformer model. Click on skip tutorial here in the Reshade menu. Click on settings, scroll down to the end and disable show FPS setting. I'll do it the exact same sequence. Yeah, FPS dropped from 190 to 140, big drop in performance after switching from TAA to DLAA 4. But just check out the window in the background. Oh my god, it textures, they are rendered properly, the fine textures. This is amazing. Image quality is looking so sharp, so clean. DLSS debug overlay is looking a bit blurry, but I can read the text. Render preset used is K, version of the upscaler 310.3.0, base resolution full HD upscale to full HD, auto expose setting is on. Again, very good results produced by DLAA 4 in this game. Not observing any graphical artifacts. Even during fast visual motion, image quality is not looking blurry at all.
I'm broke, so...
Okay, before ending the video, I'll show you how to disable DLSS debug overlay. Just need to edit overlay.reg file that we created earlier. Select the file, right click, open with notepad, replace the number 4 here with 0. Click on file, click on save, close and run this registry file. Right click, open. Yes, okay. That's it for the video guys. I hope you find it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.